Welcome back to my channel, guys, and I'm sure you guys are here today because you want to figure out how I made my iOS 14 home screen like this. So a few shout outs. Number one, to the person I followed the tutorial on from Twitter. Her name is Victorian, and she had a really comprehensive thread that I followed. Like, I really liked her aesthetic, so then I tried to do something similar with this, and that's how I got where I was. And then for the images I got on the widgets you see, like for Nikki, I got it from the Tumblr over here, Nikki Edits, so this is where I got everything from. Okay, future me coming in here for a quick edit, but I'm just going to let you guys know, check the pinned comments because I will be putting a link of all the images that I made and that Victoria made and everything so that you guys can have it in one place and just download it instead of making it yourself. This is just for you guys to know. Check the pinned comments, okay? I'll have the link over there. But without further ado, let's get started. So number one, I think you guys noticed that my calendar actually shifted down. So if you guys actually came from Instagram, you guys would have seen that my actual home screen looked like this originally. The reason why I changed it was because I really love my calendars and I love that it just shows the package from Amazon that's coming today, and I just like being in the know. It kind of ruined the aesthetic, but you know what, whatever. Like, in terms of usefulness, I think that it just outweighs the need for me to have like a perfect aesthetic. So with that aside, I want to start this tutorial by helping you guys figure out what type of thing you want for your home screen. So I actually found a lot of my inspiration from Twitter, and you can just search the hashtag IOS14 home screen. Like, this one actually cracks me the heck up. Like, what the hell? And then you can just keep scrolling down and seeing if any of these people who posted their iOS home screen, like, ooh, look at this. This is neat. Oh, it looks so good. You can see if they posted a tutorial or not by just opening the thread and then just scrolling down and seeing, is there like any help? So you can just do your research like that and also just take inspo like this. All right, so let's start with how I got mine. I wanted something very simple, and I wanted something pink, and I wanted it with like white. Like I said, I follow Victorian's guide. You can search it under her account and then just kind of scroll all the way down until you see this one, and then you can see a very comprehensive guide with very helpful pictures. Like, look, she even made a thread, a whole thread, and she also shared her beautiful images with us, so you don't have to do so much work. And I'll also share it here for you guys to screenshot if anything. But first off, you need to decide on a background. I found out that with backgrounds, you have to make sure that there's a lot of like empty space or else it looks very cluttered. So over here, originally, I really liked these backgrounds, but then it just didn't work because it wasn't monochromatic enough. I ended up deciding between this one and this one. I just Googled pink anime aesthetic online, and these are the ones I chose. But the reason why I decided against this one was because this was there's too much going on. There's too much detail. With this one, it allows you to focus on the actual icons on your home screen so it would look less cluttered. And make sure that your images are actually pretty high quality, because when it blows up here, you don't want to have it look like it's very pixelated and low quality. So the apps you do need to download before you start this process is Widgetsmith. So it's this one over here, Widgetsmith. You also need to download PixArt. And I guess you have to have internet access for Google Chrome and PixArt, and I guess that's all. So I guess I wanted to say something before we actually get started and before I waste 2 hours of your time because you thought that it was something super neat and you wanted it in your life. There is a, would I say caveat? Like, is this the right way to use this term? I don't know. There is a downfall to using or to having this home screen, and it's that you have to go through the Shortcuts app. So every time you open something, unfortunately, you don't automatically open the app. It has to go through the shortcuts. So look, it went to the shortcuts and then this. So if you don't like that lag time, then I suggest you not waste your time at all, because it does get annoying, but over time, maybe like you can get used to it. I still hate it, and sometimes I think like, why did I waste my time doing this? But again, when I open my home screen and see that, I'm like, maybe it is worth it. But look, like, it's pretty annoying. And then here, even love Nikki. It's pretty annoying. But overall, it's up to you. And if you don't mind that and you want to have a home screen like mine, then continue watching the video. So next up, you need to change every single one of your icons. As in, you need to go to PixArt. Then you go to the plus sign on the bottom, and you're gonna scroll all the way down to the color backgrounds. Again, I chose pink, and then there was like a lot of editing to make sure that it looked okay. And a huge tip that I need to share with you right now is that once you choose a color, literally take a screenshot of this color, because you'll be needing this background so often, and it's like really hard for you to keep choosing the same background every single time. Like, what you're gonna end up with is you're gonna end up with icons that are like slightly off pink from each other, and it's gonna look like a total hot mess. So once you decide on the background color of your choice, then you can proceed. So let's say I go to adjust, and then I wanna make it more light. So I'll like increase the brightness, and then look, I add some highlights, and okay, whatever, I decided on this pink. So once you finish that, save it. Save this image, and this will be your base from now on. Next, it's going to be pretty easy. Like, depending on what apps you have, you're going to start finding the icons for it. So number one, let's do Instagram. So PixArt, and then I'm gonna do Instagram. You're gonna search this, Instagram, and then you're gonna do black. And there's a reason why you want a black image. So let's do this one over here. This is the type of image you want. You want it to look like this and open it up. And then next, you wanna go to effects on the bottom over here, and you're gonna switch all the way to negative. I think you actually need to go to colors first, so you have to scroll all the way back here before you can choose negative. But yeah, you want to make it negative, and you can apply it. So now it is the icon of your choice, and then afterwards you just apply it and then you save it. And so that's going to be in your camera roll, and you can go back and start editing again. But the reason why I told you guys to save the image is because sometimes if your PixArt crashes, or if you just want to do this in like short bursts of time because you don't have a lot of time, then you might not necessarily find the same color again. So you can just reopen the same image. You can just go over here and then do maybe a transparent background, and then you want to add a photo. So the photo is the one you chose earlier, right here. And then you want to make sure that it fits the screen. So yeah, that's how you do it, and basically that's all there is to it. I'm just gonna do one more example. Let's say I wanted to do Facebook. I'm gonna do Facebook, but remember you have to search black, Facebook, black, 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 black. You could also search like Facebook white, I guess, but this is just the way I did it, and that's the way I'm just gonna go through with. So here, this is your F. Go to the effects, and then go to negative and apply, and you're done. So making the icons is actually not that difficult, and it's not the hard part. The most annoying part is making each and every single one of the shortcuts. Okay, so here it is. To make a shortcut, it's a B.5. Like, it sucks. You have to go to shortcuts. Basically, you have to do plus on the top right, add action, and search open app. So open app, you're gonna do this open app. Next, you're gonna choose, so you click on choose, and you're gonna choose the app you wanna open. So basically, it's whichever app you want to have that icon for. Let's say I wanted to do Facebook. No, sorry, what did I do first? I did Instagram. Let's say I wanted to do Instagram. So I search Instagram, and it's gonna open Instagram for me. Next, I need to name it a shortcut. So I'm gonna name it Instagram. But because I already have a shortcut called Instagram, it won't let me. So I'm just gonna do Instagram, like with a heart. So now, what do? So now you're gonna press the Instagram thing, press the top 3 dots on it, and then you're going to press the 3 dots again, and then you're gonna say add to home screen. You're gonna click on that brown part on the bottom, so not the middle preview, but the home screen name and icon. You're gonna click on that, and it's going to ask you to choose a photo. So the photo you choose is gonna be this one, and then look, there it is. So you're gonna add it, and that's all. It's added to the home screen. So your home screen, ta-da, it's gonna be right over here. I'm gonna delete it because I don't need it. So that's how you set that up. And for those of you wondering how to do the Widgetsmith thing, so remember how I told you guys to download the Widgetsmith? You're going to open the Widgetsmith app. Like, it gets kind of intuitive, but essentially you start off with a small widget. So you can add a widget, and then you press this to change it. So the default widget is the calendar app. You're gonna click on that, and you're gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom. I don't know why I have a photo of my hand, but this is where you actually have to do some preparation. So going back to this, you have to choose an image of your liking, and a huge tip for you is that if you have like the same image of like this from the same person, so for example, I had the Nikki over here. It's a different type of pink, by the way. Did you notice? So I was editing that, and then I was editing it only one at a time, and I realized that I forgot my like settings to make sure that both of them look the same. So yeah, I know both of them don't look entirely the same because I can't remember what brilliance or what like saturation or contrast I put both at. So it's just like a huge guess. Anyways, what you need to do now is once you have that downloaded, so you see I had these downloaded, I was choosing which ones to use, and I decided to use these two. You have to make a separate album for each one of them. So you have to do plus, put new album, and then you just name it, like actually name it something that you can refer to. So Nikki and Momo. I'm going to choose, where is he? This one, right? So done. And it's only one image per album. You can't put more than one because it won't work that way. So now that I have the Nikki and Momo portrait over here, I'm gonna go back to the Widgetsmith, and then I'm going to choose photo and album. Then you're gonna press select album, and then you're gonna scroll all the way bottom, and you're gonna see the Nikki and Momo album. Now it's still loading, but this is how it's going to look like. This is your default widget. And in order to have that widget onto your home page, you have to click anything and then just do edit home screen. Then you're going to open the plus sign on the top left. You're going to scroll all the way, JK you're not. You're going to just type in Widgetsmith because I can't be bothered. You're going to choose a square. Like, you can choose other things over here, but this is just for this tutorial. I'm not gonna go on a tangent, but it's a small widget, and you're gonna add widget. Then you're gonna stop it. So it's a gray screen, and you're like, why is it gray? So now you have to press on it again, and instead of editing home screen, you have to edit the widget. And when you edit the widget, you have to press small 3 because it was called small 3. And then now it's here. So you can just kind of mix and match it until you're happy with it. And I don't like it, so I'm leaving it. See, do you see how the pink is different from the pink on the thing? That's why you actually need to make sure you take a screenshot of all your settings before you save it, or else it's gonna be really hard to color match up both of them. But yeah, gonna delete this over here. And do you guys think that I should actually do this instead? Like, do you think I should do, hold on, like this? Or like this? Or like this? Or like this? I kind of like it like this. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I hope that this was helpful. I'm sorry, I really did try to do this as fast as I can, and unfortunately it did still take this long. But yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this type of content, and I will catch you all later. Bye!